In the rapidly evolving landscape of technology, cybersecurity has become a critical area of focus for IT companies, governments, and individuals alike. As cyber threats grow in sophistication and frequency, the importance of robust cybersecurity measures cannot be overstated. This discussion will explore the opportunities and challenge in cybersecurity, examining notable incidents, major cybersecurity groups, their targets, and the broader impact on various countries.
So hello people. Today we are going to discuss about cybersecurity, its threats and how aware we have to, not just the government or the companies, but as an individual. We all have to be aware about cybersecurity and the incidents, how we can prevent it and be safe on your own side. Like I am Ayush Gupta and today I have Arman, Sunny, and Alok together. And we are now just going to start the discussion here. So let's start with Alok first.
Ayush, I have heard that you were in your college time. In your college time, you were using Kali Linux as your operating system, and you used to
Yeah,
pen
Alok.
test and uh, do a lot of stuff like that.
Sure, I am more deep in cybersecurity in my college time as I have a keen interest in this, and I can also share how you can prevent this, like how you can be safe from cyber attacks on a technical basis. There are a lot of attacks in nowadays, like more advanced form. When I was in hacking in the start, like I listen about phishing attacks and normal CSIRF, and there are a lot of attacks. But this is not the way at that time and today's related. Like nowadays, it is so complex and so complicated. Attacks are there that even normal people are very. It is very hard to distinguish that basic attacks and now today's advanced attack. So let's start with general attacks nowadays which is going to happen. Like there is a last year there's an attack from in Ukraine, cyber attack due, from Russia. What's your thought on this?
Let's talk about negative impact of hacking. What basically is, let's start with Russia and Ukraine. Russia has been attacking Ukraine digital system, causing blackouts and stealing data. In response, Ukraine also has launched its own cyber attacks. These attacks affect everyday people lives and make the conflict even more intense. What's your thought in this?
Well, I do agree with you. Sunny, would you like to say something on it?
So yeah, Arman. So can you explain about the attacks that has Russia has been attacked on Ukraine in recently?
Yeah. One example is the Lapsus Group, which stole and leaked important data from the major companies like Nvidia and Microsoft. These caused big disruption and financial losses in the country. Even though hacking can be harmful, it can also lead to better security tools. For example, attacks prompt the creation of new technology to protect against future threats. That is also harmful.
Well, I have heard some of the hacker groups are like they are also known as hacktivists. They are hacking governments for the betterment of people in some way. So hacking can either be good or bad, but yeah, there are some benefits. Like when a hacker hacks a system, he is basically telling the company or the institution or the government that you have vulnerabilities in your system that will always that are exposed to us, and we enter your system like that. So they are good in a way that you can always improve your system. There are lots of ways you might be know the technology like.
But what you just say is pen testing or penetration testing, in which the company on its own will tell the hacker to get into their system, and if it can they can fix that issue. That is penetration testing. But the today's world is not so polite to the companies or organization nowadays. People are just learn about hacking on some malicious sites and go deeper inside it, search through dark webs and learn more complex things and attacking companies or organization for its own benefits and for its own will. Rather, some there are some hacktivists. One was is popping out nowadays is Hamza Bendalaj. It's an Algerian hacker who hacked more than 200 U.S. banks and give all the money to the Palestinians NGOs to help them. So it was hack performed by a 27-year-old guy on 2013, and then he go to the jail and have, I think they have a prison on, and they came out of prison on 2026.
Okay, I have two questions from you. Please allow me.
Yeah,
One, do you really think that a single person can hack such a great system? I mean, I think there must be an army of hackers doing this. This is my first question. And
okay,
second, you told about dark web.
yeah.
So I want to know about dark web in depth. I want to know what are .onion sites and how do you actually do it?
Interesting, interesting. Like your first question is that there is a group of peoples, not just a one people who hack this. Yeah, this is happening most of the time that there is a group of people who plan and perform these type of cyber attacks, and they plan from years ago to just success get a success on a cyber attack like hacking 200 banks in US. That is not a small attack. But in some cases, there are some exceptional people, like what I just said about Hamza. He is alone who was hacked the US bank.
What basically dark web is a part of the internet that is not visible or accessible through regular search engines like Google. It's hidden part of the internet that requires special tools to access. What do you think? Some part of the internet are hidden from search engine. What do you think about it?
Yes, you are correct, Arman. What just did you just said that we only common people only access the surface web, which is upper crust of the web whole internet. And if you deep dive, you will get deep web and dark web. Like deep web are the part of the internet where secret agencies or government firms communicate and keep their details private, which is not publicly available on the surface web for anyone, because on surface web everything is reachable to everyone,
Yeah, you are
like
right.
some social media website. But in deep web there is private web. You can only access if you have that authentication authorization of there are called onion sites
Yeah, yeah,
where people get the link of a specific domain and get access to it
yeah,
privately.
yeah. You are right. But
And beside this there is a dark web which is related to privacy, but there has more dark things are happening there, like smuggling drugs and child trafficking. A lot of things are there. What's
So you
your
are
thought?
saying it's illegal or not to access the
Yeah,
dark web,
it's not
like for
illegal to
everyone?
access dark web, but there are illegal activities.
Well, I think we have to firstly understand that internet is not centralized, right? So you can create a dark web
On your own.
on your own.
Yeah. uh, it
So nobody
is
is controlling internet, right?
Nobody is
No,
controlling
no,
the
no.
whole internet. It's a part of the internet that is controlled by organization, agencies and governments.
Because
But
there are some private things that are kept on dark web, so which is not accessible by anyone.
So, firstly, can you tell me whether internet is centralized or decentralized?
like if you are talking about the whole internet, it
Yeah.
is not wholesome centralized. A part of the internet is centralized, which is governed by some governmental institution or some big agencies. But if you go deep down, like in deep web and dark web. Deep web is only for FBI like agencies who communicate their secret information to each other, and agencies normal big techs are also communicating their secret information not on the surface web but using a deep web. As you go down dark web, they are a complete decentralization where you cannot track people. They are using onion browser, tor web, that are not visible to normal people or government. They can do their activity and just switch their system virtually. He cannot be tracked. There is a very few possibilities where you can catch the endpoints of the nodes and catch back that people who is indulge in more pathetic activities. These are the concept
Okay.
of all this.
So I want to add something in your question. So whenever you search the question on like web browser like Chrome or Firefox, so it's owned by a renowned company. So they have the data like who is searching, what is the content they're displaying in their web browser, like IP address. So whenever you're searching like wrong thing or some illegal activities, then your data is correctly visible to the company, and if they want, they can contact you for this. Why you search this? So for the searching, we use like dark web and deep web tor websites for illegal things. Like we want to search that is not present in like search Chrome web. So I want to search in this, you know, dark web or deep web,
Okay, so basically the browsers like Tor, they don't take history in account
because they are not
or
owned by
they
a
are not
renowned
tracking it.
company
Okay.
like that.
No, but see, I I'm sorry, but see, we have Tor browser
Yeah.
generally used for visiting onion websites. In Tor browser also, if you are searching something, it is just like another browser. It's just like a normal browser like Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, because
But
in this, no one is
Firefox,
watching you. Like what you searching, what type
yeah.
of content you displaying.
But again, my question is, suppose I want to visit some dark website.
Okay, sure, sure.
How will I do it? How will I search it? First of all, how will I search how many dark websites are there? In
There,
Google Chrome, I type something, I get a list of links.
but they are not active links, you can say. These
Okay.
are links which are expired because on dark web every day the domains, the links are changing because they are not legal. And if you persist these things, you
Mhm.
can see FBI वगैरह able to catch you.
Mhm.
But
Got
Okay.
it, got it.
uh,
Let's move on to. You have something to say.
no,
Let me add the point. While
Yeah,
the
sure, Rahman.
dark web can host illegal activities, it also serves as a space for privacy and freedom of speech.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
sure, sure.
Agree.
Agree that. So what's your thought?
guys, we are
Let's
moving far beyond on our from
from
our original
Yeah,
cybersecurity
side.
sure.
to
We
dark
like
web.
searching on dark web
Yeah.
because sure,
So curiosity, I was curious too.
sure,
Let's
sure.
let's come back to cybersecurity again. We
Come
were
back to
talking
the
about
war
anonymous group.
between
Yeah,
Russia
yeah.
and Ukraine, like some
Yeah,
threats they are
yeah,
happening
definitely. They are
in
using a
past.
lot of attacking tools. Now, hacking has been used as a weapon of war.
So if any country use hacking against the country,
Yeah,
so it's not damage their only military force. It's damaging their normal public persons, like day-to-day life uses. So what about this?
that is definitely, yeah, this is like a weapon of war. When two countries are fighting, they start hacking your system.
Are not just attacking on the military of the country or the government of the, they are start hacking and attacking on the people of the country.
So basically is cyber attacks including those on critical infrastructure and ransomware attacks represent a significant global threat. For example, attacks like NotPetya and ransomware attacks incidents such as those targeting colonial pipeline. So how devastating these attacks can be?
Well, I think in that case, each country should have an army of hackers, like army. They
They
have
are
an army in the
developing
battle,
nowadays,
right?
whether it is controlled by the government agency or not, but people are now they aware. Whoever which has interest in hacking, they are combinedly making cyber groups and start work as a hacktivist nowadays and building their own army. But if you are asking at a central level, governmental level, that they have to create their own army, cyber army, that is also necessary for today's world, because nowadays, along with cyber attacks, AI is also very harmful and can be a part of these attacks, which could be very dangerous for us.
Also, I think there could be an another alternative to this, that is using blockchains. I have heard that blockchains are safer and they can't be hacked.
So, firstly, to protect yourself from cyber threat, there are several key steps you can take. First, using a strong and unique password for each of your account is crucial. You agree that point? The second is
Sure.
that means avoiding common passwords and using a mix of letters, numbers and symbols. A password manager you can help you keep track of these. Second, enabling two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of validation, such as code sent to your phone, making it harder for hackers to gain access your accounts. So that's a
Yeah, that's
major
valid point.
things to protect yourself.
Yeah, Arman, you just flew up very good points, like having a secure passwords and having a two-factor authentication for their security. Just want to add some more steps, like securing your own network or your
Yeah.
firm network, because attackers or hackers are very thrive to get access to your network, and then they will spread viruses like Trojan horse or ransomware to individual system and to get the access of their personal data and bank accounts to
Yeah.
access and get all the money from this. We have to save from this and also use some good measures to protect from all these things.
Understanding and addressing this issue are essential steps in our in securing our digital future.
Thank you everyone for giving your very valuable feedback on this topic. I hope you like
Thank
it.
you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.